Yo, what is up, guys? We're breaking down this week's trading, and it's not the best week. Like you guys see it right here, I did start Lucid prop firm, and it looks cool. Like I'm up. I won 2 days in a row. Did not trade Monday. Did not trade today, which is Friday. It looks fine, right? It looks like I'm doing well, but I actually did blow an account on Tuesday. I started Lucid trading on the Tuesday, and I blew the account in 1 day. You guys are going to see the full video on that maybe in the next week or so. I probably am going to do the monthly review on May, and then I'm gonna post it later. So you guys probably not gonna see that video until like a further date, but I did make it that day when I blew my account because I'm feeling like shit. So I might as well just express my emotions and just, just explain it because I didn't even know what to do that day. I just felt like shit. Didn't want to trade, didn't want to backtest, didn't want to do anything because I just felt like I felt lost, I'm gonna break that trade down. I took 3 trades this week. Did not take a trade Monday, like I said. There was Memorial Day. Friday, did not see anything I liked. Here's the 26th, where this is where I blew my account. And this is the first time using Tracy. This is a platform that they use. And keep showing bid and ask is like pretty annoying. I guess like in your face too much. And yeah, that's how it is. But it is different from Top Step. I was trying to short all-time highs. Like we already passed all-time highs. This is the all-time highs right here. And I don't know what I was thinking, but I was like, this looks familiar. I'm just trying to short because it looks so good to short. And yeah, I just don't know why. Like I keep doing that. I just keep trying to short all-time highs, which is fine, right? It's fine if it makes sense. This setup, I didn't have any confirmation. I didn't have anything. It looks so familiar to another trade. I just like, it's looking so good. ES is like ripping higher. We have bearish SMT, and it just looks so uncorrelated. I just felt like we wanted to short and at least pull back a little bit, and we didn't. And that's fine, right? I took a loss. I understand that, right? So then I lost. I only lost 500, which is about like 25 points ish, and I lost, right? But what happens later, I don't know if you can see it here. Yeah, I start entering more trades like this. Why am I entering another trade, right? This is not my system. I don't trade more than one time a day. So why am I entering? And I was like, why the fuck did I enter? Then I'm like, I should just exit right now. That's why I'm trying to move my stop loss like a dumbass and just like get out the trade. This trade actually worked though. If I just held it, it would have worked. But of course, when your emotions are in place, you're just doing random stuff. So I just kept moving my stop loss. Once it went to break even, that's when I exit my trade. And I don't know if you guys even see in this because I just ended the video because I'm not even supposed to show this. I'm not even supposed to take more than one trade. So why am I even doing it? Here's a 15-minute chart on Tuesday. The blue line is all-time highs, and what we did earlier on the day was that we swooped this low on ES, and then later we started ripping to the upside. Of course, we're just bullish, and I'm supposed to be looking for longs. I ended up fading this trade earlier. Didn't like it too much. It's a bit too aggressive. And then later, did not really see anything I liked after that. Later, we sub all-time highs. See ES started to run up higher. We had bearish SMT, and we just started slowing down here, and we're just looking so uncorrelated. And yeah, we just look bullish though. But I'm seeing the first bearish candle as we're gonna be shorting all the way down here or something. I don't know. But I just felt like we needed some pullback, but there was actually no confirmation. This is not a confirmation. I just told myself, I seen something like this before. I actually didn't because it was way more bearish. We're at all-time highs right now. I'm trying to put things in my head where it looks similar to another day, but every day is not the same day. Every day is unique. That's what I had to understand. Every day is not the same thing because always the confirmation, the confluences are always different. The context is always different. Just because the chart pattern right here looks somewhat similar, the context is so different. So I just can't pattern trade that type of stuff. And I also told myself, yeah, it's not even the type of trade I took, but I felt so confident on it, and then I lost. And then since I don't have auto lockout on Lucid because it's different, Lucid has like a daily loss limit where you can block your account after, but it's not auto lockout. It's not like one trade and you're done. So I was like, okay, I don't care for the drawdown because my drawdown is always like changing a bit. So I'm like, I should be fine. I don't take more than one trade anyways. I'm already disciplined. And then what happens, I got annoyed that I got wrong on this because I did some stupid trade, and then that probably led me to take more trades. And then since I didn't have auto lockout, I just kept taking more trades. I lost more, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I should like try to make back my losses so that I can just pretend that I started a fresh combine again, and then I didn't, and then I just kept trading and trading, and then My stop loss was stupid. And if I just long right here where I did, and I just held all the way up here, I would have won. But what I did was I just kept getting in and out and having no proper stop loss, and then just having no conviction in my trade, and I just lost all the trades and just blew my account. This is the first time I ever did that, and it sucks to say that. It doesn't feel good. I know a lot of people like got an account and blew it. When I tell you guys I blew an account, it sounds bad because, oh yeah, I blew the account, but I just lost trades over time. I followed my system over time and I lost. That's the regular phrase. But this is actually blowing an account in a day because I lost everything and I'm not even following my system. So I could have just lost that $600 or whatever and then just cut my account and I would have been fine. But what I did was I blew the account, wasted the $100 for no reason, and it was just really stupid. Maybe I was just telling myself it's not even that much money and I can just like keep trading and all this like stupid stuff. Here's the Tuesday trade and we're actually bearish on the day, and for some reason I don't know, I fucking longed. Like I don't even know, man. Like I feel like I'm always going against the narrative or something because we're so bearish and I end up longing. And when we're all-time highs, I just short. It's like, what the fuck am I even doing? But I still catch W's. I still win on the days because all I need is signatures. But a lot of times when I lose is because I'm doing something stupid or I'm not following my system. So it's like I had to master myself. I had to focus on just my mindset and it's not like doing dumb shit or like FOMOing trades, and I should be fine. It's gonna take time. It's gonna be like a work in progress. That's what I'm trying to learn every day. This trade, I did enter it a little bit late, maybe because I was going against the narrative, but I should have entered right here and my stop loss should be under this red line here. So I put it under the green line because my risk was a bit too big and my drawdown was 800 and I can't go against that. Or if I do go over that, it's gonna like stop me on the trade. And it's already gonna be invalidated if I lose, because already losing this much is already too much. And it's fine if I take 1-to-1s, but I don't really want to lose that much. So that's why I should have entered a bit earlier. My TP was over here, and honestly I don't really know why my TP was up there. There was a fair value gap right here, and I don't even know if I was trying to target that. I was just trying to target 1-to-1, but I did move it a bit higher, or I don't really know, to be honest. But we're already moving with speed. We have a lot of volume, and if I'm risking this much, then I believe that it can just go higher. We also did soup out this high right here. So my thought process is that since we're bearish, I should be entering right here. My stop loss should be right here, and my TP should be right at over here. Since we're bearish, it can soup that high, and then we can just deliver lower. So that's why I have to be very cautious about this day, or like this cautious about this sequence, because we are bearish in the day still. So I did get a TP. I was about to exit this trade because we are hesitating on this trade, like over here, because I was saying that that can be the reason why I lose this trade. But I was telling myself I can't exit the trade. I was like, I'm gonna trust it, and then it hit TP. And I did win about $900 on this trade. Here is the 15-minute chart on that day. We can see that we did sweep out all-time highs on the ES right here. And then later the morning, we just started dumping like crazy. Since we started dumping like crazy, that should already tell you that we're bearish. Unless we start to like have some bullish candles and then we start going higher. We started dumping all the way down here, and I didn't really like anything too much on the downside because we kind of just went straight down. Later we went lower, we took a draw, we have a reversal sequence, we went all the way up higher, and I'm still kind of bearish, but I didn't see that. All I saw was that we just started ripping up to the upside. I can see continuations to the downside, but I want to see a form of manipulation before I take a trade. So I start waiting, and then later we just engulf this candle. Like, if we're bearish, why are we doing that? All we did was that we went down, we went up, back up higher, we're kind of rebalancing in the range, and now we're just looking at this range right here. We're looking at this range, right? So we went up, we went back down, now we're rebalancing this range. If we're bearish, we should be going down and we should be disrespecting this range, but we don't. We just full engulf that range or this candle, and then we start going up higher. I'm still thinking that we're gonna be bearish. We actually did get a bearish SMT right here, and I was about to pattern trade that bearish SMT because I'm like, yeah, okay, this looks good. I should be shorting all the way back down here. But also, at the same time, we already did take this draw. So why am I trading back into that draw unless I see more confirmation? It still looks bullish to me on this little sequence right here because we pretty much are just rebalancing this range right here. So we go up, rebalance, disrespect, and we can take a long. But first, I want to see manipulation first. So since we disrespected this, I'm like, okay, why? That's kind of weird because we kind of disrespected this BISI right here, but now we just engulfed it. So you can call that an inverse fair value gap, but I don't trade that too much. We get that bearish SMT, it's not delivering. The next candle fully engulfs that candle. I'm like, okay, why are we doing that again? Then I longed. So I'm like, okay, we took draws lower, we did have a reversal sequence down here, and we want to go higher. So we got that engulf, and then later I traded up here. Yeah, that's pretty much to the Sibi right here. And then we actually end up reversing and then going all the way down lower. So that's what I mean. Since we're in a bearish sequence, I can't just be targeting so much. It actually makes sense to just target the Sibi or this internal right here. Here's a Thursday trade, and I did take a long again. We were bearish on the day in the beginning, then later we started going up higher, and I was bullish, so then I took a long. I'm trying to get better at longs because I usually avoid it a lot, or I just don't like it as much as shorts. So, but I'm trying to work on it. We go up all the way to awesome highs on ES, and now we start going down lower. We did put in a bullish SMT down here, and then we start going higher. We later got a bearish SMT right here, and then we did soup out this little internals in here, and then we started going up higher. And I just believe that we went higher because we had this displacement right here, and we aren't rejecting it. Because if we were bearish, we should tap into the Sibi and then later start disrespecting if we're actually going to be bearish. Since we keep hesitating here, and then later this candle comes down and flips up, later I just longed, and I did target 30 points. My stop loss was actually pretty good in this. I didn't want to be down here because that's just too far, and it also, you got to make sure that it doesn't invalidate your trade. So I just felt like my stop loss shouldn't even be down there because we're already just like failing to go down there. So I'm like, okay, I think this is a proper stop loss placement, and I did risk like pretty tiny, about like 17 points or something, and it actually did go a lot higher. But I'm just gonna target 30 points and just be comfortable where I want to TP at. Breaking down the 15-minute chart, here is the all-time highs, the blue line, and ES right now is right there at the all-time highs, and right now we're just having this uncorrelated market right now. I was already thinking that we're bullish because it didn't look that bearish to me, because we had SMTs, we just delivered lower, but then we started going up higher already, and now we're just kind of going higher, and it doesn't look so bearish because we have all these draws lower, but we're not really going down there. When I do go to the 1 minute time frame, this is what I see. We do have this bearish SMT, and then later we go up higher, bearish SMT again, and this trade was honestly not bad, but it was just a bit too aggressive, and then we started going lower. The downside just didn't look that great to me. We just started going down, and like I said, when it keeps going down like this, I don't like trading. It just looks so FOMO to me, and if we look at ES, it looks like chop. That's why I didn't, I just didn't like any of the trades. Since I didn't like any of the trades, I felt like we're still bullish. So I just kept waiting and waiting. This is not the trades I took, but I was like kind of thinking that I could have taken these trades, but I ended up fading them. My narrative was bullish, and usually, even though it's bullish, sometimes I would take shorts because I would just see the signatures, I'll see what I see, right? And then I'll just short. And I usually take a lot of shorts manually. But I'm surprised I did take longs this week. I just didn't like any of the shorts because, like I said, I don't like straight down candles. When the candles are just like straight down, I don't like really taking those trades. The trade I ended up taking was this trade right here. So we did go up all the way to the upside, and then we did end up taking all-time highs on ES. Nasdaq has higher draws, and we still look really bullish because we had this crazy candle from earlier, and we just rebalanced it. We just tapped into the CE of it, and we just started going higher. We also get this bullish SMT down here, and then that delivered us higher, and then later we started chopping around here. I waited for 1050 macro. We get this bearish SMT right here, and then we delivered to the downside. We did soup out this low right here. It wasn't really like a crazy bullish SMT because this is actually the same thing, but we did soup out like this low right here, this displacement candle, and then we start going higher. We tap into the Sibi. I wasn't really, too confident on the trade. Like I was kind of waiting a bit. I mean, if we were bearish, we should respect the Sibi and we should go lower. But since I was bullish and we're respecting this range right here, I was seeing that, okay, we're just failing to go lower. This candle opens up, it starts going lower, and then there we flip bullish, and then I longed, and then I longed up to here. That was my week. I am up 1500 to start this eval, and yeah, I did blow up my other eval, which sucks. I did lose money on it, but it's like I can't do anything about it. I just can't keep complaining. It was my fault, and I just gotta keep working on my psychology. It is actually the least amount of trades I took in a while, because Monday was closed, and then Friday was just all-time highs. Didn't like anything too much. Right now I'm just taking one NQ and just like just trading and just trying to do my best to focus and work on my psychologies to not FOMO any trades and just take the quality sets I need to take. Stay tuned for the May breakdown. I am not actually gonna be up for that week. Here is my weekly P&L. I'll show you guys on the May update, but I'm not going to be green because I did take a $2,000 loss on this day, which sucks because I just blew the account, right? I don't really care if I'm down like the month. It's like, it doesn't really matter because I'm not really trading my live capital. since I blew the account, I'm not even gonna count, oh May, I'm like, oh, I'm not profitable. I'm not gonna, be too crazy about it because it's about the long term and I just blew the account. I'm just calculating the profits I actually withdraw and then the actual amount spending on the evals and stuff. So May doesn't really matter, but obviously I had to work on fixing my mistakes and just getting better over time. So you guys will see that on the next video. After this video, I'll be updating my May P&L and just breaking down some things I gotta work on and all that type of stuff. And what I say in every single video, how you do one thing is how you do everything. Keep staying disciplined, keep staying consistent, and let's just get 1% better every day. And I'll see you in the next one.